Hi, everybody. Welcome to our Curse Call Tarot. This is Melody. This is the weekly readings. So, we're going to start off with the element of Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, for this week of April 7th through April 13th. This is a pick a crow reading, so feel free to pick whatever crow that you're intuitively guided to pick. You can pick one, you can pick two of them, or you can pick all three of them. It's whatever you wish to uh, hear the message from. Again, this is for the element of Earth, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Right? So we're going to use the Earth Magic Oracle cards by Stephen D. Farmer. They use the Archangel Power Tarot cards by Radley Valentine. We'll tap into some love messages with The Power of Love by James Van Praagh, and the Mystic Moon Twin Flame Oracle cards to further clarify the Power of Love cards. All right. So first, we're going to shuffle the energy or the Earth Magic Oracle cards and see what the first message is for the Pick a Crow for this first week, or this first Pick a Crow message. All right. So, Spirit, can we have one card for the first crow? What's the first crow's message bringing to the element of Earth for this week of April 7th through April 13th? So we got, it's called winter solstice. It's called reflection. So where I live, we just went through spring. We just had the spring equinox. So I feel that this could be a time frame, maybe by the end of the year, or the fact of things being frozen in your life. Perhaps things could be a little bit frozen or a little cold, and it's causing you to reflect some things going on in your life. And if you can see, like, the trees are reflected, the snow is reflected, there's like a shadow in there. So I feel that right off the bat this week, earth signs, that they're asking you to reflect on what your shadows are. Seek what shadows are lurking that you perhaps need to that are frozen in time, frozen within your soul, perhaps, that you need to release, so to speak. All right. So we're going to move on to the Archangel Power Tarot cards and get some further clarification. So can we have further clarification on a winter solstice for the Pick a Crow number 1 for the element of Earth for this week? Okay. All right. So I feel what they're asking you to reflect on, and this is the Four of Area. Okay. It says, when you give, you also receive. Being resistant to change, extremes in how you save or spend money. So I feel this week the Spirit is asking you. The first crow is bringing in this message of reflect on what you are trying to resist. Reflect on the shadows that are keeping you in resistance and changing things, and the extremes of what these shadows are, what the lurking in these shadows are. Okay. And the Four of Ariel also says about when you give, you receive. So I feel that there's a little bit of guardedness. So I feel that that's why they're telling you to reflect on that. Reflect on what's keeping you guarded. Reflect on the shadow aspect of uh, what's holding you back. Okay. And then the next card is called Peace. number 13. I believe that this would be, yes, the death card, but it's Archangel Azrael. Release the past. There's more enriching future coming. Let go and let God. So I feel that they're telling you to reflect on them shadows and release it. So whatever is keeping you in guarded energy, that is keeping you resistant to change, they're telling you to release it, release them shadows, because in order for something good to come in, you've got to make room for it. And I feel that that's what this first message is telling you. Number 13, also, it's the peace card. It is also would be considered the death card in original tarot, but we're using the Archangel tarot. So the key word on it is peace. So I feel that they're telling you to reflect on your shadows, see what's keeping you guarded, release it because it's not good for you, and find peace within yourself because there's something better coming in the future. Something better coming this week perhaps, or sometime in the future. So we're going to tap into a love, power of love card. So what's going on with love this week for the elements of earth for April 7th through April 13th? Okay. So the card that came out was compassion. You demonstrate the language of the heart by actively sharing and living love. Okay. So I feel that's another, it just like correlates with the rest of it, because once you release them shadows and you resist that, or change that resistance to change, you usher in the change and release the past. I feel that you will feel more compassion and you'll be able to actively share and live in love. You'll actually find that peace. All right. So let's further clarify the compassion card with the Mystic Moon Twin Flame Oracle cards. Yes. See, Dark Night of the Soul. And I feel that that's what that reflection card is. Okay. And then we got Ascending and signs. So I feel that Spirit is sending you signs this week, sending you signs on how to ascend into your life force energy, tap into your inner strength, tap into that darkness, what's keeping you frozen and resistant to change. Release it. I feel that Spirit is showing you the signs for the reason for this dark night of the soul, which is the energy I was picking up on the Earth Magic card, the Winter Solstice card. Okay, so I feel that once you release it and you pick up on the signs that they're sending you on what to release, I feel that it'll help you move into smoother waters. You'll be able to find peace and compassion in your life. You'll be able to tap into this solar plexus energy and ascend is what I feel. All right. So that's for Pick a Crow number 1 for the element of earth. So let's move on to Pick a Crow number 2. All right, so Pick a Crow number 2. What's your message for the elements of earth for this week of April 7th through April 13th? What is your Pick a Crow message for the elements of earth? What message are you bringing in? All right. So we got lotus flower, unfoldment. Okay. This one's new. I don't think I've ever seen this one before. Okay. So we're going to check and see what the message is. Okay. Lotus flower sits upon one of its leaves, having risen to the surface as the sun, held in the hand of God, invites it upward to the light. This unique plant is rooted in the mud and the muck at the bottom of a body of water, its stem reaching up to the surface, where the leaves rest quietly. At night, the flower closes and sinks below the surface, only to rise with the daylight and once again gradually unfold its petals, its stem extending low above the waterline 3 feet or more. What we learn from this amazing plant is how our own spiritual path unfolds and opens to the light, then at times gently folds in on itself for a proper rest when the daylight fades. This period is just as necessary as the growth, for it allows the plant to integrate what it has gained in nourishment during the day. It also just as important that it is rooted, and it is yet another miracle of nature that something so exquisitely beautiful is formed from the mud and the silt at the bottom, water's bottom. So I feel your spiritual unfoldment is occurring at all times, whether or not you are aware of it. It is inevitable as long as you put your trust in the hands of the Creator, the one who holds the light. Like the lotus, your soul is always reaching for the light to fulfill a karmic destiny. But even in that process, there are periods of darkness and time to rest. And that was the first message that the reflection. It is a natural cycle that one that cannot truly be coerced or halted. It has an innate rhythm of its own, one that is unique to the being that is you. You do not need to strive or be driven by spiritual ambition. It does no good to try to force growth upon yourself or others, for that matter. Allowing is the key here. Allow the place in you that naturally wants to follow the light to do so, while recognizing that even when you have complete faith, you will face challenges and occasionally suffering. Your steady faith and love will guide you on a journey of returning to the light. Okay? So that's what I feel the message is. Even though you may be in a period of darkness, somehow the light will shine upon you again, and you will blossom like this lotus flower. I feel that that's what this message is about. All right, so let's pull some Archangel Tarot oracle cards, or I mean tarot cards, to go with this. Okay, is there anything else? Anything else you would like to embrace to further clarify this lotus flower? Okay. All right. So the first card that came out was a number 16. It's called Change Your Life, and it's Archangel Shamuel. A sudden revelation that offers freedom. Break free of procrastination. Embrace the opportunities that change brings. All right. So I feel that that's what this message is about, okay? I feel that Spirit is telling you to be like this lotus flower. Bring this change into your life, okay? And um, don't procrastinate, and embrace the opportunities like this lotus flower does. Embrace the fact that sometimes you are going to have challenges. Embrace the fact that sometimes you will be in the darkness, but the light will eventually shine again, and you will have freedom. Okay, which brings me to this next card, the Nine of Michael. Your worry is unnecessary. Focus your thoughts on the outcome you desire. Release feelings of regret, guilt, or worry to your angels. All right. So I feel that that is the a message for this second crow bringing in, okay? Because like the lotus flower, you grow out of the mud into this beautiful, beautiful flower of enlightenment. When daylight shines, you bloom. So basically, that tells me that enlightenment, yes, we are human. We do go through darkness, okay? And Spirit is telling you that your worry is unnecessary. You may be in a bit of darkness right at the moment, but release the feelings of guilt, regret, and worry to your angels, okay? And embrace this change, because I feel that you could be on a spiritual awakening kind of this week. All right. I feel that spirit is trying to awaken you to something. And I feel that that is what is going on. And they're telling you to change, allow this change in your life and let worry go and let this guilt go, let this regret go. And focus on what you truly, truly want, okay? So that it can come to you. Hand it over to the divine. Be like that lotus flower. You may be in a little bit of darkness, but the sun will shine again. So you may be in this darkness, but as soon as you release it and hand it to the universe, it will change your life. You'll have that sudden revelation and you'll be able to embrace the change. All right. So, tolerance. You appreciate other points of view because you sense the love in everyone. Okay. So I feel that that could be a key message as well to go with this. Be tolerant of everybody else's point of view, even though you may be in darkness or you may be walking this spiritual enlightenment or having a spiritual awakening. And I do feel a strong spiritual awakening right now. I feel that that is needed. You need to go through this darkness so that you can see the light, even though you as a soul are this beautiful lotus flower growing out of the muck and shining your light and embracing the changes that spirit is ushering into you. All right. All right, so let's further clarify this tolerance card. So we got nostalgia, keeping your heart on a string. So I feel that that could be something that you're worrying about. Perhaps that's why this is telling you to release feelings of regret, guilt, and worry. Okay, so maybe that regret and worry and guilt is keeping your heart on a string. Okay, and I feel that you're tolerant to keeping this heart on a string. Well, Spirit is telling you to change that because something you're on a spiritual enlightenment this week. And I feel that this is a pretty key message for whomever pick a crow number 2. All right. So let's move on to pick a crow number 3. All right. So pick a crow number 3. What's your message for the elements of earth? Rain, purification. Okay. So I feel that first of all, I feel the reason why rain and purification come out is because for one, being out in nature, even if it's warm out and you go out and you stand in the rain, it kind of does purify your soul because it's Mother Nature who's raining down on you. Okay. And it purifies you. The water has a tendency to clear things. Even if you cry, you're clearing negativity. Okay. Um, and I feel that that is a message for pick a crow number 3. Let's see. No matter whether it's a light shower, a deluge, rain cleanses and purifies. The moisture that has evaporated from the various bodies of water on the planet and was drawn into the atmosphere now returns to Earth as liquid precipitation in nature's vast and comprehensive water recycling program. Depending on when and where the rain falls, it can come as a welcome relief or a nuisance. Even the air smells fresh after a good rain. It also brings a clean water, which provides needed substance for plants, animals, and humans. In its most intense rainstorms arrive at an avalanche as an avalanche of water, often accompanied by great and powerful winds, which with considerable flooding and destruction as an unfortunate consequence of nature's and personal balancing act. When what is purged makes way for new life to appear. Okay. So purifying your mind, body, and spirit is the task that is put before you. Purifying your mind by identifying a prominent belief you carry about yourself that inhibits you from being fully engaged in life, from showing up 100% of the time, purifying your heart by allowing yourself to breathe in and out blessings and forgiveness so that you can love even more deeply. Let yourself feel your grief, truly feel it, so that the rivers of your tears become miniature baptisms that help heal the wounds in your soul. If necessary, detoxify your body, the temple, and the seat of the soul by changing your diet, doing a cleanse for a few days, or simply drinking more water. Increasing the daily amount of water you drink with deep appreciation for its purpose will revitalize your spirit. It is no wonder that in some indigenous languages, water is called life blood, as it is so essential to every life form on earth. Take time to purify yourself. Okay. So, what a beautiful message for Pick a Crow number 3. So, can we have further clarification to this rain and purification card for Pick a Crow number 3 for the elements of earth? Okay, can we have another one? Or 3? Sheesh. All right. So the first card to come out was number 11, and it's the Strength card. Okay. Archangel Ariel. Strength and grace through kindness, self confidence, and forgiveness. So I feel right off the bat, I feel that Spirit is telling you to purify, detoxify your heart, your body, and your soul. Okay. Detoxify it so that it can raise your self confidence and you can release and forgive and tap into your inner strength to move forward. Okay. So now we got 3 more cards. We got the Eight of Michael. Okay. And it says, you can be free. Make a courageous choice to change your situation, not seeing things clearly. So I feel that that's why this purification card come out. You need to purify your thoughts. You have the strength to forgive and purify everything, okay? And to raise your self-confidence, to break free of this binds that keep your thought patterns stuck, okay? And they're telling you to be courageous and purify your mind, okay? So that you can see things more clearly. Now we got the Knight of Gabriel, okay? The Knight of Gabriel. And it says confident, enthusiastic, courageous, and charismatic. Time to take action, great passion for a cause, instinctively knowing what to do. So I feel that Spirit is telling you this week to take action to purify your thoughts. And I'm really feeling thoughts because of this Eight of Michael. They're telling you to take the action, make that move this week. You've got the inner strength to do that, okay? To find forgiveness, purify your thought, break free of them chains that is binding you in your mind. Okay. Now look at the Knight of Raphael. Committed romantic relationships being swept off your feet, situations or topics that makes your heart flutter. And I feel that that is what's going to happen once you purify your heart, your body, and your soul. Okay. You purify your thoughts, you release them thoughts. Have a good cry because trust me, tears, they, I just read it, tears are like, they're like purifying your heart. Okay, it's like clearing the way. So that's what I feel. Situations or topics that makes your heart flutter. When you purify yourself, purify your thoughts, you tap into that inner strength, break free of them chains that are keeping you tied, and take the action to do so. I feel that you will move forward romantically. You'll be able to move forward in your heart space. Your heart will flutter, and the situations will, you will be attracted, they will be attracted back to you, is what I feel. All right, for this week for Pick a Crow number 3. So let's pull a Power of Love Oracle card to go with this. Empathy. You feel and understand the emotions of other in the service of love. So perhaps you're empathic, okay? For Pick a Crow number 3. And you've got this buildup of gunk, okay? And you need to learn how to purify yourself, okay? And release other people's negativity so that you can move forward in love, okay? So, wow, that's beautiful. All right, so let's pull some Mystic Moon Twin Flame Oracle cards to further clarify the empathy card. And they're telling you that patience is required. Okay, be patient. You be patient through your purification. Okay, because Rome wasn't built in a day, is what they just said. But it is time to take action to release this negative thought pattern. Okay, it is time to take action to release that this week. You got the inner strength to do it. So you got the self-confidence to do it, to release this negativity so that you can move forward emotionally into your and be more empathetic with people and to step into service and to be patient, be more patient. All right, see if anything else wants to come out for this final Pick a Crow. I could have sworn to seen a card flip over. Guess not. All right, anything else want to come out? Twin Flame. How about that, huh? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn for Pick a Crow number 3. All right, well, I guess I need not say no more. So that is Pick a Crow number 3 for the element of Earth. Thank you and blessed be from the Crow's Priestess.